Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you're keeping well. I'm doing some of my potatoes in pots and thought I'd give you a look at how I do it. So these are potatoes that I've been shitting, or basically leaving on a windowsill over the past, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, and you can see they've sprouted, which is grand. They're a variety, a main crop variety called Satanta, a red potato similar to rooster, more disease resistant. And I have 8 seed potatoes. These are my own that I overwintered from last year. They're in reasonably good condition. The plants they came from were good and healthy, so they'll do just fine. So I'm starting my ones off in 2-litre pots. As you can see there, start them off indoors and then either plant them into bigger pots in early May, or if I'm planting them into the potager, it'll be sort of mid-May maybe, when the chances of frost are gone. So do a fairly simple piece of work. Take your pot. This is compost heap, a little bit of topsoil added in, and then I take a small amount of well-rotted manure, not fresh at all, and I put that in. Put a wee light covering over it so it looks like that. So I'm just not sitting the potato down just directly on the manure, but it's not far off. So when the roots come out, they'll hit that manure pretty quickly. That'll give them a boost. This compost that I'm using has been enriched with fish blood and bone meal. It will be slower releasing. So I have 8 of them there. I'm going to give a good watering. And I'll place then into my borrowed glass house that I'll grow them on for a while. These old battered potatoes, looks like they were nibbled by something at one stage, so I figured I'd put them to some good use, see if you can get anything back from them. So I've got this old battered container, 1/3 filled it with compost, a mixture of compost that came from the compost bin, some soil that I took from some of the old containers, the old summer containers from last year. So I mixed those two together, added in some bone meal, fish blood and bone meal as well. So we'll see. It's more an experiment to see what will happen. They have actually produced some chits. I've had them shitting just to see if they were going to be any good, and you can see they're a nice size. So perhaps they will produce something. Sometimes these are just experiments, and like with any potatoes, you want to be able to leave plenty of space in the container for them to layer up, because they'll produce their roots at that level. I'll cover those, I'll just about cover those. And then as the plants themselves grow, I'll actually layer up the container with mixtures of compost and so on and so forth. So it's a case of watch the space, and we'll see what happens. And for these containers here, I'm going to use some larger size potatoes from a bag I got in the supermarket. They're an Irish variety called Navan, and you can see there's 9 shitted all together. Now I don't need the 9, so I'm taking the ones that have the biggest chits on them. So we'll see. Again, these are a lot larger than your seed potatoes. I put one per pot. These are about bucket size pots. What are they? 7.5 or litres or so. This is compost from the compost bin. So there's one in each of those pots. And this is a bigger pot, so I'll put 2 in this one. And again, I'll cover those. Let them begin to sprout and shoot up, and when they do, I'll put another layer on, and then another layer on as they grow. And with some luck, I'll be emptying those pots of potatoes during the summer and having harvests like this. As always, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and take good care of yourselves. All the best. Bye bye.